Let's talk about engagement on social media and why it's so important regardless what you're doing or what platform you're trying to monetize on. But first, make sure you give me a follow and save this video so you can come back to it, because I share all kinds of helpful tips, tricks, and strategies with moms for creating passive income from home while staying home with their babies without losing all their marbles. I don't do MLM, MRR, any of that stuff. So let's get into it. So someone asked, how do you know what your engagement is so that you know it's okay to apply for this program or that program? The short answer is you don't, and you really can't. Now, there are like plugins you can get and stuff to check your social media. There's one called vidIQ that I used to use when I was doing YouTube, and you can get like a brief overview of your analytics. But at the end of the day, like the real thing is, these social platforms that you're applying to, whether it's the Amazon influencer program or whether it's TikTok shop or whatever it is, they want to see that you're an engaged, real person, that you're an influencer, that you're influencing people. And how do we influence people? By engaging with them, by engaging with our community, but also the community. So what does that mean? Well, of course, you want to be responding to any comments, all comments on your videos. Most people say within 12 hours of posting, okay? And if you don't have time, just give them a quick heart, a quick like or whatever, and do a really quick text response. I would try to make it at least 5 words. That's what the consensus is. And make it a little bit thoughtful. So instead of being like, thanks, maybe respond to their comment, depending on what it is. So if they ask a question, obviously respond to their question. If they just say like, thanks for the video or something, it's hard to respond to that. But maybe you can just throw in another little tip or snippet or repeat something that was in your video to kind of like drive the point home. So there's a lot of different strategies around this, but this is like the short way I do it. If I don't have a ton of time, this is what I do just to get a response out there quickly, because that helps get your video more traction. It brings that person back, which increases your watch time and all of that jazz. But when I have more time, I really like to do a video response if at all possible. Now, again, if they're just saying like thanks or something, there's not a whole lot you can do, although you could run with this if you wanted to add more to your original video. So if there was like a part 2 or something like that, instead of just uploading a part 2, you could come back into your comment section, find someone that responded, even just a simple thanks, and you could respond with a video comment and call it part 2 of whatever your video was about, which is a really good strategy to get more traction on your video, on your new video, link the videos together and stuff like that. Another crucial part of engagement, which I think a lot of people miss, is it's not just about you. Go on other creators' videos in your niche, in your arena of whatever you're talking about, okay? So if you're in the gardening niche, find other people talking about gardening, for example, and comment on their videos. Watch their video the whole way through. Fast forward it if you have to by holding down on either side of your screen and fast forward it in 2 times speed. Lay it on the counter while you're washing the dishes. Put your earphones in and let it play while you're doing day-to-day life. Like their video, share their video if it's shareable, save their video if it's savable, and comment something meaningful, 5 words or more. And also, when you repost their video, that's actually giving you more engagement as well, because you're getting credit for reposting that video. And some people think you're actually getting credit for the watches that repost gets as well. But when you're in their comment section, don't just stop at your own comment, okay? Look at other people's comments and engage with them as well. A lot of times, these people are already interested in whatever they're talking about in the video. And if you're commenting on their comment, you might get a follow from them. You might get them to check out your profile. They might want to see what you're talking about as well. Comment something helpful though. Don't be like, hey, I liked the video too, come check me out. Like, that's weird. Just comment on their video with something helpful or something useful, or thank them for commenting on the other person's video and say, thanks, your insight was great as well. Just be a real person. Hop over to other people's profiles that are in the comment section and follow them and check their stuff out too. It's a lot of work, but listen, if you're trying to monetize this at all, regardless of what that looks like, whether you're doing, like I said, TikTok shop, or you're just trying to build your following to get into Amazon influencer program, or whether you're trying to do TikTok creator or whatever you're doing, whatever, you need engagement. You need community. That's what it's all about. So if you want to get paid like a job, treat this like a job. Set a timer for 20 minutes, 2 to 3 times a day, and engage. Analytics are great, but it's not going to give you the full story, the full picture. And you could really spend a lot of time on analytics that you could be using to go out there and engage and create content and do the things that are actually moving the needle in your business.